Hi there, Peter here again from Clearscope Solutions. Welcome back to our video channel where we talk about all things Zoho. Hey, are you a Zoho CRM user? Maybe you've just started or you're thinking about it and you need to make a decision, say between Zoho, CRM, Monday, maybe even Salesforce or HubSpot, any of these CRMs. Well, what I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to run through the top 5 things that I love about Zoho CRM and why you should consider it as your Zoho CRM of choice. So with that, let's get going. Okay, the first thing and probably the most important thing is deals, or sometimes called opportunities. But basically, they mean the same sort of thing. If you're running a business, there's different types of sales that you go after, and it depends on the type of business that you have. If you're a consulting firm, kind of like we are, some of your engagement with your customers, or what we call pre-sales, takes a little longer than, say, other businesses such as cleaning companies, where you do a quote and then you get the quote and you go and do the job. Or you might be a cleaning company, you're working on a big contract. Typically, those types of contract deals, you want to make an opportunity for it. And you can do that inside Zoho CRM. And when you do create an opportunity, it provides that information here. And so you can click on that opportunity, you can see it in a Kanban report, and then you can basically categorize. You can put all your details here about what the deal is, who's the sale rep that's working on it, any notes, any attachments. Say, for example, you produced a proposal and you wanted to attach that, you can do that. As you can see here, any notes, and then you can assign that to the account and the contact. And like everything with inside Zoho CRM, you can customize this to look and feel how you want it to. You can see at the top, we've got our different stages of our deals or our opportunities, and you can easily click those. So it's a great way of you being able to categorize and view the types of business opportunities that you're working on. So that's deals, one of my top 5, first in my top 5 picks. Okay, number 4 is a really important one. They're all important, but number 4 is very important, and it's workflow and automation. Now, you can reach the workflow and automation tools with inside Zoho CRM by clicking on the setup button, waiting for that to load, and then under automation, you can see here you've got workflow rules, and you can click that. And then here we are with workflow rules. And what's a workflow rule? Okay, so what a workflow rule is a way for you to automate Zoho CRM doing things. So for example, let's say you want to automatically send an email to a customer when a quote is turned from a draft stage to approved stage. Or you want to create a workflow that notifies one of the Zoho CRM user that something's changed within one of the records. You can almost create workflows for anything that happens with inside Zoho CRM. And they're really quite easy to set up. One thing, you definitely want to test them, but they're very easy to set up. And so all you do is you come in here, you select the module, we'll just call this test rule, that you want the rule to run in. You click next, and here you can start to set your triggers of what we call. So when do you want this workflow rule to happen? Say, for example, when a record action is performed, okay? So when something happens to one of the leads, then I want you to do this. And we want it to function. When do we want to function? Whenever we edit the field, all right? Any of the fields within that module get modified. So we're going to click next, and then we set our conditions. So conditions basically means, okay, only do this on records that match this type, or that this field has this value in it, or that the date field is older than this value. Okay, so this is where you sort of set those sorts of rules. So you can see here we got leads matching certain conditions. So we've got none here, but what we can do is let's scroll down and pick one. Okay, let's just say the city is or contains the word Melbourne. All right. Okay, so you can see that this workflow rule is only going to run whenever the rule is edited, whenever the record is edited, and whenever the lead city field contains the word Melbourne in it. But you can add more. You can say, right, okay, I want to contain Melbourne, and I want the, let's just see here, the annual revenue to be less than $100,000. Okay, so you can sort of see where I'm going with that, right? And then you click done, and here we're now able to set what happens with the rule. So we can set when it happens, what the condition is, and then what to do next. Okay, so in this rule, what we're going to do is we're going to create a new record. And so from this, we can actually create a new record in the same module or a custom module. Okay, I won't go through all of these now, but you could also create an email notification or a Slack notification. You could add a tag. You could convert it. And then you can actually run custom code. So you can create custom functions and then you can trigger that function to run. You can also delay when that does that. So let's say we meet the when and the condition, and then we want it to send an email, we can delay that by an hour. All right. So that's workflow. It's very powerful. It's very customizable. And what it does is it helps you automate your business. So get your business process and build it or bake it into the CRM so that it's functioning for you 24 hours a day. Hi, Peter here from Clearscope Solutions. Thanks for watching our videos. We really love making them. If you've got any questions whatsoever, comment or reach us, come and ask us directly. If you've got a second, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that bell just to get notified when we create a new video. But also, if you've got a bit of time, please jump onto our website, clearscope.solutions, and just check us out. We've got a lot of experience in Zoho where we might be able to help you, but also have a look at some of our Zoho CRM extensions such as LogixOne Operator, a field service management tool, LogixOne Chat, a chat tool with AI integration so it can automatically respond to your customer inbound chats. Our B2B portal lets your customers, especially wholesale customers, place orders directly into the CRM. LogixOne Consolidator is our consolidating tool. What it does is allows you to select, say, multiple sales orders or invoices inside CRM and then convert or combine all of those into one invoice. So for things like monthly billing, that type of thing. LogixOne Sync to Zoho Finance is a great tool. What it does is it can sync a quote or a Zoho CRM invoice or sales order into, say, Zoho Books. So you can create an invoice inside Zoho CRM, click a button, and bang, that invoice now exists inside Zoho Books. Zoho CRM cannot do that. Okay, a lot of people think it can, but it can't. It can do something close, but not really. And then LogixOne Easy Quote is our quotation tool. You can create a quote inside Zoho CRM. You press a button, it'll give you a link. You send that to the customer. The customer can view that quote online and can accept it, and then that will come back as an approved quote inside your CRM. So yeah, we've got lots of stuff, plus some of our details about us, our consulting capabilities, some use cases. Have a look at those. But of course, if you've got any questions at all, please reach us out directly. Book a meeting online with us or email us, WhatsApp us if you want to. We'll be ready to. Okay, number three. Now, number three is channels. You might be asking, what does channels mean? Well, channels here, again, I'm in the setup, under setup, and go to channels, is all the ways that your Zoho CRM can communicate with your customers. And there's multiple ways for you to be able to do that. It's important, obviously, because when your customers communicate with you, one, you want to do so effectively, and also you want to store that information. So you can see here under channels, we've got multiple ways of doing it. We've got email, telephony. So we can email customers to and from the CRM. We can call customers to and from the CRM. There's multiple different ways to actually do that. We've got business messaging, such as sending WhatsApp messages. We can send SMS notifications. We've got business messaging, such as WhatsApp messages. We can send notifications via SMS. And we also have web forms. Web forms is a really good one. I think the other ones are pretty self-explanatory, but let's jump into web forms, because what web forms allows you to do is create forms that your customers can click to contact you. Okay, and so you can create these web forms here. So here's an example of one that we've got here, and then you can embed that into your website. So whenever somebody fills out this form, you can what it will do is you can set it up so it'll automatically create, say, a lead inside the CRM. All right, so if you've got a website, you want to be able to capture information, or let's say you want you've got a booking page on your website where you want people to enter their information about when they might want to receive a callback, or they actually want to receive a service from you. You can create a form, a web form, and plug that into your website, and then get that to create a record inside the CRM. So super powerful. All right, let's jump back into the settings here. Social, you can connect to your social media channels such as Facebook. So you can sort of see here, you can create brands and connect them to Facebook. You can also connect it to your chat, to your Sales IQ chat, which is again for another video, but Zoho has a product called Zoho Sales IQ, which is a web chat. We also have a tool for that, but you can actually allow your customers to their web chats to come into your Zoho CRM. You can respond to them. And then we've got something that's really cool, which is portals. Now, portals is a way for you to be able to allow your customers to actually place orders directly into your CRM. So if I select this one here, you can set up this portal, and then we'll go to the portal preview, and here it is here, okay? And so now you can embed this into your website, again, like you do your web forms, to be able to collect and capture information from your customers. So that's number 3, channels. Okay, the second last one on my list is custom modules. Now, custom modules is a great tool because what it does is it expands the reach of Zoho CRM into your business. It can help you consolidate all that data that lives on spreadsheets all over the place, and people's laptop computers, and who knows where it might be, paper filing cabinets and what have you. You can basically capture all that information, and instead of storing it in those disparate places, you can store it within inside Zoho CRM. But the native modules that are supplied with Zoho CRM might not be exactly the way that you need them to be. And so what you can do is you can create custom modules. And so it's really easy to do. Again, we come into the setup with inside Zoho CRM. Underneath customization, we have modules and fields. We click that. And then at the top right here, we can click the create new module. All right. So we're going to select the organization modules, and then we're in the custom module builder. Okay, so you can see here that we've got all of our fields here, and you can select different types of fields. You can add here date fields, multi-select fields you can add into there, and then you can pre-enter options. So let's say, for example, and we've done this in another video where we built an asset monitoring module within inside Zoho CRM. So you could actually give this a field name of phone type, and then you could have set option 1 as Apple, and then option 2 as Samsung, and so on. Okay, and then options for that. And so what you're doing is basically replicating what's in the native modules. You can build into your own custom module, and then what you can do is, once you've got the custom module built, you could upload data from, say, your Excel spreadsheets and save that and store it within inside Zoho CRM. And the other thing that's really cool, I'm not going to save that, but the other thing that's really cool is that those custom modules can then be referred to inside the native module. So if I navigate, say, to the, I'll just bring up a contact here. Open this contact here, underneath the related list, you can see I've got this link to the custom module L1 messages. Okay, and so if I click that, here are those messages here, and if I want, I can use the same feature that exists inside the native module. I can assign records from this module to this contact. Okay, so I can do that from within here by selecting, selecting that that record. All right, so we'll just assign, say, this one here, and we'll click next, and then click confirm, and then you can see that's been assigned there. So now we're maintaining that 360 view of our customer. So now we don't just have access to the native modules that exist within inside Zoho CRM, but we've got access to the custom modules. So that's custom modules. Okay, so the top feature that I'm going to give to Zoho CRM, number one, is its integration capabilities. So if you don't know what integration means, it's basically the ability for, say, a platform like Zoho CRM to be able to connect to other platforms like Zoho Books or Xero or Google or you name it, Office 365 and so on. Zoho CRM out of the box has a ton of integration capabilities. So you can connect it to other systems. So that you can do things like, store data in your CRM, but send it to another system, such as a finance system like Xero or Zoho Books. So there's a ton of different opportunities there for you to be able to leverage that. And so if I quickly, again, jump into the setup, and if we look under Marketplace, under All, then you have this ability to be able to connect to a bunch of like literally probably hundreds of different systems, all right? And a lot of those can be found inside the Zoho Marketplace. Not sure why that's not loading. So as you can see here, okay, so almost anything you can think of from VoIP systems or like telephony or SMS or WhatsApp or mapping, finance and so on, you can connect to multiple systems. And then if they don't have a existing connection, you can actually create your own using a bunch of different tools. Obviously, if you need help with that, we're more than happy to help you do that. But just be aware that there's the ability for you to be able to connect pretty quickly to third-party platforms is really strong with inside Zoho CRM, and it's something that you should definitely take advantage of in your business. All right, so there you have it. They're my top 5 great things about Zoho CRM. Of course, there's many more. I mean, there's so many features that Zoho CRM provides you as a user that there's too many to mention in one video. Hopefully one of those sort of got a spark going in your mind and got you thinking about what you might be able to do for your Zoho CRM business. Of course, again, we're here to help you. If you've got any questions whatsoever about some of the things that I spoke about today, or if you've got questions about some of the other features and things that Zoho CRM can help you achieve inside your business, we would love to talk to you and discuss those with you. We offer a free 1-hour consultation to all of our customers, and all you need to do is send us an email or jump on our website. You can book a meeting time that works for you. And yeah, let's get on a call and talk about it and find out what are your top 5 things. If you think of any others that I haven't mentioned, please add them into the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. But until the next video, thanks for watching.